Hello, welcome to Country Sports TV. A little something different today. It's bloody cold out and I don't want to go in the workshop. -3 at the moment out there. And I've only got a couple of jobs to do it, fiddle around with in the workshop. So I decided to come in and do my books. Well, I've done my books in 10 minutes. So the accounts are done. So I thought, just as a matter of interest, we'll get the fly tying box out and make some flies. Now, for my birthday in September, my wife bought me a fly tying book, an encyclopedia of trout flies. Now, this is an American book, so there's lots of American different patterns in there for steelheads, which are like a salmon, and all sorts of fish. But I'm reading the introduction to it, and they're talking about the first flies that they can prove that were written down. And there's a count, and it's 200 years AD. 200 AD. That's in the time of the Romans. And it comes from Greece. And it's a little fly. It's red wool, but I haven't got red wool. So I've used very dark pink floss and a hackle tip for the wing. That's all it is. No ribbing, no weight, just on a hook. Anyway, I apologise for the focus. I'm trying to do it on my webcam, and I'm going to have to sort out which camera is going to be best for showing you my fly tie. I'm not the best fly tyer in the world. I tie flies to catch fish, and I know which ones work, and I've been doing it for 30 years now. When I was in the shop at Crushington's, you go into Green Street. I had a shop at Green Street with a spiral staircase that went up, and the lads that were in the fishing department downstairs, gun department upstairs, they'd be tying fishing flies, and I'd have a chat and say hello and pass the time of day, and I was fascinated by it. You know, they just tie flies. Then the customer would come in, they served the customer, but when they had downtime, they'd tie another couple of flies. And they were put in the fly box and sold. And I'd done a little bit of fly fishing, not a lot. But then we started doing country shows. And I met a guy called David Kemsley. Now, he's been fishing all his life. He was a trawlerman out of Brixham. He designed the rigs, the nets and things for a company at one stage. But he was a keen fly fisherman. And if we went and did a show anywhere in the country, it was, where is there a trout lake? We can go fishing. So we'd turn up to a show on, say, a Thursday, and we'd set up the stand on the Friday morning, and we'd go fishing Friday afternoon. We had a whale of a time, and he taught me to fish. And he also, at the show, I would have my gunsmith's bench, and he would tie flies, and I'd watch him for hours. Anyway, he got me tying flies. And one day I'll tell you the story about a fly that was designed at the Bath and West Showground. It was the first one that was ever done. And there is a story behind it. And this is why I started fly tying. But I will tell you that the next time I start making flies. But this one, I've got to sort the camera out because the focus isn't very good. But it'll give you the general gist of it. Anyway, Ian, Country Sports TV, saying bye for now, and I'm going to do some fly tying for you. What I thought I would do today is make the oldest fly ever recorded. Now, this dates back to AD 200. In around the year 200, it's written down, and this was the fly that they made. Now let's start off traditionally, and we'll put a base on the hook. They think that even before recorded history, that they used to tie feathers onto a hook to catch flies. But this is the first known fly that was tied to catch fish. And it's red wool, but this is very dark pink fleece, so I'm hoping this will do the trick. All it needs is a couple of turns. There was no ribbon on this to hold the wool in place. It was just the wool put on, and 2 turns to lock it in place. And then snip it, and all it had on was just a single hackle, and it's sort of like that. Right, pinch it on and pinch, tie that on, that's it, that looks good. Cut the excess off and put a head on it. It's as simple as that, and that's the oldest fly ever recorded. Right, little whip finish, we are. And that's all it is. And that was from Greece, 800 years ago. It's a simple little fly. I don't know if you can see it better if I put it against my hand. There you are. Oh, brilliant. Well, try that. And it was waxed, so it would have been fished dry on top of the surface. Brilliant. Well done, Ian.